Mind Gap Podcast.
Hey everybody, welcome to Mind Gap Podcast. I'm Doug.
I'm Justin. And have you ever waited on a burp that just won't come? Well, listen to Mind Gap, and it will come.
Yeah, you know, because at the end of the day,
I'm gonna come.
But first,
that's all it is.
Dick out.
You know, you gotta follow the steps. You can't
Look,
go. This is a very
workflow.
sequential, linear way in which this goes. You know.
Yeah, it's a work. Look, you can't cut corners, especially when you play the game of jizz.
That's right. You know it. Welcome to the show.
Man, 15 seconds in, and we are already full morning madhouse now.
Well, it's funny because over Labor Day weekend, Natalie had some friends over, and those friends' families came over, and I was cooking up a storm, having a blast. And while I was cooking up a storm, one of the dads comes over and goes, "So you have a podcast?" And I was like,
"Oh boy,
yeah, I do." He's like, "What's it called?" I'm like, "It's called Mind Gap Podcast." And I go, "Before you go any further, it's dumb. It's really, really dumb." I go, "It's so dumb it has a fart soundboard, so be prepared." So, Devin, if you're listening, thanks for joining. Thanks for coming to the house. Hope you had fun, and I'm glad you're here.
I like the idea that someone comes up to you in a very friendly manner and goes, "So I hear you have a podcast," and you immediately turn to them and go, "Mind your business, Devin."
I was like, you just gotta know, because this is what you're gonna get.
Nice cock.
That's where you are right now, sir.
Yeah,
I'm glad
absolutely.
you're here. And if you like what you're hearing, like and subscribe. Check out our Discord, youtube.com/mindgappodcast, all that good stuff. If you're here and you're here for the fun stuff, you're welcome. If you're not, no problem. I understand. We're not for everybody, and that's okay.
Right.
That's okay. You don't
Some
have
people
to like
might
this.
find us to be a lot, and if you're one of those people, that's fine. You
like,
can.
yeah, it's fine. It's all right.
Yeah.
You can do that.
I get
But-
it. I find us to be a lot sometimes.
Yeah, but I made 8 pizzas, Justin.
Nice. How'd you make the pizzas, Doug?
With Seth's fantastic focaccia recipe. I made 2 batches of it, and I made 8 pizzas. I made 2 cheese. I made 2 sausage. I made 1 pep. I made 1 pesto with prosciutto. I made 1 barbecue chicken. And I made 1 margarita pizza. Hey!
Oh.
And then I put a little garlic butter on the crust. Hey!
Oh.
There it is. And then I made some triple chocolate cookies with a little bit of the fresh flaky salt on top. And then I made 2 batches of ice cream, 1 with s'mores and 1 with fucking Oreo cookies, baby.
We get it. You're an overachiever, Doug. You're trying to impress. We get it.
Was trying to do a fake victory sip and that went down the wrong pipe.
Wow.
Bah. Bah. All right. That was fun.
You all right there? Maybe
Yeah.
Carbonated beverages isn't the drink of choice for the podcast for you.
Every time I have them,
Every time.
I consider this, but I say fuck the rules, you know?
8 years of doing this, you'd think we'd learn something, but nope, we don't. Yeah. Well, Doug, it
Waterloo.
sounds-
I can't leave my Waterloo tropical fruit behind.
I can't see. That's the slogan right there. I can't leave my Waterloo.
Yeah, baby.
Yeah, sounds like amazing meals were made.
We had a really
sounds
good
incredible.
time. We had a really good
That
time.
sounds
It
really
was
good.
fun. I'm at my best where I'm just cooking for people.
Yeah,
I got real excited, and people were going outside, and some people were like, "Hey, man, are you okay? I feel bad you're inside making these pizzas." I'm like, "I'm in my element, man. I'm making you food."
I'd rather do this than talk to you. So get out of here.
That's not what I
Devin.
meant. That's not what I meant. I was just like, I love cooking for people.
Yeah,
it's one of my
I know.
favorite things to do. And I was like, because one of the other moms was like, "Oh, if I were you, I'd be miserable because I get FOMO. And I don't hate it when, everyone else is doing stuff and whatever." I'm like, I just like cooking. So I'm thrilled to be here. I'm thrilled that you all are here. I'm thrilled to be making you some good food. So don't worry about me.
How? I know you used the focaccia, but was it in the oven or did you throw it like on the smoker, or like how did you actually cook the any special way, or was it just in the oven?
One of the dads brought over an uni pizza oven. I don't know if you're familiar with those.
Nope.
It's like a propane fired pizza oven. They're known for really doing that. We unfortunately we lost one pizza to the uni, and then we just basically wrapped up on the uni, and we just did the rest in the oven. We were going to tag team. I was like, I'll do some in the oven while he does some in the uni, but uni just didn't work out, which was totally fine.
When you lost it to the uni, you saying like it basically burnt to a crisp, or like did it
the
just
uni
disappear?
Consumed it. The uni opened up its trap doors and was like, "This one goes to me. Before you can make any others, you must pay the tribute to the uni gods." You know.
And were they satiated?
I think so. I mean, they took that sausage pizza down whole. So
that's impressive.
Yeah, it was like one for me. Several for you, you know.
Several for you. But don't forget, first one for me.
First one's always mine.
No, it's mine.
Yeah.
That's fucking awesome. We actually had on Friday, because we're newer to the neighborhood, moved in February. And so we've, had drinks on the porch with the people across the street. We've met a few other houses, but by and large, the block has remained kind of a mystery. So I had the bright idea to print out a bunch of flyers, and it was goodbye summer, hello fall. And I had a little blurb and invited everyone out to our place on the first for hot dog cookout in the back.
Nice.
And we opened up the gate and basically said, if you can make it, make it. And we ended up having about 25, 30 people show up from the block.
Nice.
And it was fucking awesome. And we kept it real simple. I just did, just did hot dogs on the grill because I didn't know what everyone was, as far as dietary restrictions. We're just meeting a bunch of these people for the first time. So did hot dogs, and I had some veggie hot dogs, and then we had some chips, pop, beer, waters, and then other people brought stuff. We had some people bring, there's one family who brought a tomato jam that they jarred themselves.
Interesting.
It was fucking awesome. And I was like, this is good. So I popped it and tried a little bit. Super sweet. Like you put it on toast in the morning. It's really good.
Okay.
But everyone they brought something. They came, they brought their best attitudes. We had kids running around the backyard. It was really fucking fun. So
nice.
We ended up finding out that we have a really cool block.
That's
Luckily.
really cool, man.
Yeah.
That's really cool. That's nice.
Yeah,
way to help create that community, Justin. Way to be part of the solution.
Well, that's what one of the people across the street goes. She goes, no one's ever, which was also awesome. She said, no one's ever done this for the block before. So it's pretty cool that you brought everyone together. She goes, you guys should be, head up the social committee. And I was like, whoa. I'm like, hold on. Because before you know it, now we're celebrating Arbor Day. We're getting all crazy. I'm like, maybe we can be the jumping off point for everyone to grab a holiday,
Yeah, you grab
We'll
one.
do the 1st of September. We'll do Labor Day every year. How about that?
There you go. Ta-dow.
Ta-dow. But it was fun. I was very glad we did that. So look at us being adults having cookouts, Doug.
So much fun. So much. And then we had like a bonfire, which was also great. Kids were running around having a blast. The kids were having so much fun. It was great. They're getting freaked out by cicadas, which was awesome.
Nice.
It was so much fun. They have this, Natalie has this little like animatronic pony. And for whatever reasons, her cousins, when she goes to place them, they're like, this thing's alive and it teleports.
Okay.
And what happens is like they'll all go hide, but one of them will move it. And they'll come back, they're like, guys, it moved. Everyone's like, oh my God, it moved. Oh! And like it sits there and it just plays like, I don't know, like weird meadow music and sounds, and then it'll open its eyes and like whistle at you. So it's a little unsettling,
Meadow or metal?
Meadow. And they're like,
So it's like, I'm into this pony.
But it's just like, you hear birds chirping and like crickets. It's kind of unsettling if you're like, what is this thing? So the kids were like, all the kids, of course, instantly believe everything. And now, like, all the parents come in, they're like, watch out, that horse teleports. And the parents are like, oh, okay, sure, And so, like, I'm in the house making the pizza, and the kids are like, all right, just put it on the table, and then everyone go hide. And I stop, I run, I move it, go back to making the pizza. They come back like, it moved! And I'm like, well, they never once suspected me, because I was just in my element making the pizza. I did it twice. They're like, it moved, it is real! Just fucking with them. It was the best. Best.
Is it a game that Natalie and her cousins are in agreement with, or do they truly think like is someone just fucking with them and they actually think this thing's alive?
I couldn't tell you, to be honest with you. Maybe a little bit of column A, a little bit of column B.
Okay,
but
I love it.
I hit it in the bathroom. At one point in the dark bathroom, and they were like, I don't know. Oh my God, there it is! I was like, that's right. And they were like setting up traps for it around the house. It was.
That's fun. That's cool. Yeah.
They were having an absolute blast with it. So it was a lot of fun. We had a really, really good time, and it was nice to have Nat come, have some friends over and play. So it was really, really cool. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's solid that it sounds like she's made friends with people whose parents are good people. You know what I mean? Like,
oh man,
because I remember when she was younger, we had conversations on the podcast before about you being concerned about being forced into some of these interactions with parents that might not be cool. And it sounds like you're winning right
There's
now.
some really cool parents. There is a guy, Justin, believe it or not, there is another dad who's super, shout out to Casey. He's more of a board game nerd than I am.
Ooh.
Can you believe it? This guy
No, I don't.
has
Truly don't.
every board game ever created. It seems like he took me down. I was over at his house for like a little get together, and he has every freaking board game you can imagine.
He's got a true Uncle Casey's puzzle basement.
Yeah, he does. And I'm like, dude, this is awesome. Like, he is super, like, he and I, I'm like, it's the best thing about him is not only is he super nice, but he could sniff it out, and he brings it out of you. He brings the nerd out of you in a good way, and you're like, before you know it, we're all nerding out, and it's great. It was really, really cool. So yeah,
that's fun.
There's some really fun parents that also it's been great for Jill to connect with some of those parents as well, some of the other moms, and she's got, I don't know, it's just nice to know that we have a community of people that live close by, and it's nice to kind of shake off that city mentality of like, this is a transitive sort of moment. Like, this isn't going to last forever because people come and people go, and there's no point in getting to know your neighbors sort of stuff. So it's nice to really get to know and get a handle on, who some of the cool people are in your neighborhood. It's pretty cool.
That's fun, man. I love it. That's really exciting.
Yeah. Also, something really exciting, Justin, job opportunities. Justin,
do you have one for me? Tell me.
Are you interested in a job opportunity?
I'm open to hearing anything.
I've got something, and if you're listening or watching, saddle up, because I got something for you. Because this is a real job posting that I think maybe you could be qualified for. So here we go. At iRocket, we're not just building a company. We're pioneering a transformative journey. As we prepare for our fundraising phase, we're scouting for visionary leaders ready to co-create this exhilarating future. Our leadership roles, primarily equity-based, underscore our unwavering belief in collective growth and shared success. While some roles are immediately active, others will be contingent, as outlined in our letter of engagement. Dive deep into our manifesto. It's the blueprint of our ethos and the audacious path we're forging. We're eager to journey with you if our mission strikes a chord. Want to know a little bit more about iRocket? iRocket stands as a beacon of innovation, reimagining the synergy between communities, startups, and businesses. Our ecosystem is a testament to collaboration, uniting diverse talents and projects to catalyze innovation and shared triumphs. As we redefine norms, we're seeking dynamic leaders aligned with our vision. This role is positioned within Just Badge Worldwide, the foundational pillar and parent company of the entire iRocket ecosystem. As part of Just Badge Worldwide, you'll be at the epicenter of our innovative endeavors, driving strategies and initiatives that ripple across our expansive ecosystem. What say you, men of Rohan, men of the West, as we charge against the evil
tell me that's part of it.
The evil of Mordor. I just imagine all the really great speeches I've heard. All the amazing, speeches in this, you cut to this.
Jesus Christ.
Seeing guys just getting, jacked up, yes! Let's go to war.
There's just one we played for. What?
It feels like it builds,
Hell is this company, and where do I sign up for mostly equity-based pay?
Right. I'm like, that sounds suspiciously like you're not going to pay me.
Also,
unless this gets
my
off
job's
the ground.
contingent on,
Also, I'd really lean off the word manifesto when referring to your business.
Yep.
Dive deep into our manifesto. It's the blueprint for our ethos and the audacious path we're forging. Blah, blah, blah,
It explains why girls won't kiss us.
It explains what we'll do to you if you don't love us, if you don't touch us
Jesus,
the way we
Christ,
want to
man.
be touched. Yeah, this is a real, it's a real thing. And it was shared with me by Jill, and she underlined some of these things. She's like, what the fuck is this? I'm like, it reeks of corporate America and gross jargon, you know? And I've never been this excited for really anything.
No,
and
they're saying nothing. There's a lot of words. It's a lot of words in order to say nothing.
I'll say this. I've seen worse job descriptions and job postings that read like a textbook that is like, I don't know what any of this is. They're trying to be exciting, but they also sound super fucking sketchy.
But Doug, what is the job? I still can't tell you what the job is. It's bridging gaps between what was the opening? How's it open again?
We're not just building a company. We're pioneering a transformative journey.
That's what it is. It's pioneering a transformative journey. Tell me more.
Oh, in a corporation, in corporate America,
right?
We're pioneering a transformative journey to where?
To hell. These are
to
the
a
type
place
of people,
where you got to earn your salary with equity. That's where, because right now it's worth a penny. So
these are the type of people that would sit there and go, you know, it seems like you're only here for the paycheck. These are the type of people that would do that.
They're like, I'm sorry, have you seen the various array of chips and snacks we have in the kitchen? I mean,
right. There's a breastfeeding room.
Right. As we prepare for our fundraising phase, I'm like, great. So you don't have any money. That's what you're telling me. And you're going to pay me with theoretical dollars.
Right.
Nice.
I'll tell you what, if you had signed on with Apple when it was starting, you'd be a billionaire.
That's right. That's right.
There you go.
While
That's
some
all I
roles
have to say about that.
While some roles are immediately active, others will be contingent, as outlined in our letter of engagement. Ugh, gross.
That's fun. Yeah.
I've seen some shitty job posts.
What's
in my time?
Give me the name of the company again. I'm dying to.
iRocket.
ROCKET.
Yep.
The letter I. Okay.
iRocket.
.com.
Innovative rocket technologies.
Parked domain.
Yeah. Crunchbase company profile and funding. Ugh. Gross.
iRocket portal, the University of Toledo.
Fully reusable small launch vehicle?
Wait, what?
Apparently this is based out of New York.
Fully autonomized, reusable small launch vehicle manufacturer utilizing 3D printing and additive manufacturing. iRocketUSA.com.
Startup iRocket signs agreement to develop and test hardware at U.S. Air Force facility. Hey.
iRocket, launch more, wait less. That is their slogan. Launch more, wait less.
I love how I type in
The
iRocket.
future of...
Do they even have a website?
I'm on it right now. The future of fast time definite... The future of fast time definite delivery, space-enabled transport, point-to-point delivery around the globe within an hour. Wait, what? I'm sorry. The future of fast time definite delivery, space-enabled transport, point-to-point delivery around the globe within an hour.
Well, here's the thing. Here's the thing I'm struggling with. I type in iRocket, and someone needs to work on their SEO because I don't see their website like in the top searches.
iRocketUSA.com.
But I just type in iRocket. I'm like,
I know.
It's like
yes, 100%.
Where's your shit, man? Like, where is it? Like, what's going on here? You know, I understand you're a startup, but fuck, like I'm seeing all these things about the company, but where's the website, man?
Oh man, I went to the board of directors and. This just looks like a special... Again, I would not use Manifesto with most of these people.
Yeah. Well, because also there's iRocket.services, which is fueling your business growth and innovation. In
Wait,
the
is that what
fast-paced
this
world
is
of
then?
business, staying ahead of the curve is paramount. At iRocket Services, we provide the boost you need to outpace the competition and reach new heights. This sounds like this might be it.
Wait, so what's that website?
It's iRocket.services. This sounds more like what it is.
There it is. Yep. Nope. Okay. I take it back. iRocketUSA.com. You guys do you. It's weird, and I don't like your website, but you do you. This website. What is this? It's like black on pink on skin tone with yellow and sunburst. There's peach in here. What is this? Oh my God. This is insanity.
Oh my God, bro. Oh my God.
What the fuck? A home about. What was the one? There it is. Yep. Entering the next era of technology. Why do we exist? Empathy and perception drive our ability to create truly magnificent solutions. We're here to understand all of the little problems that lead us to accomplish our mission. Successful businesses lead to successful individuals with the potential to become great leaders. If we're going to solve the world's greatest problems, we should do it together. Tells me nothing.
Yeah, our mission is to bring passive income to the people that need it the most. Okay.
All right.
We believe community-led organizations are vital to the economic sustainability of our planet. If you're going to contribute towards the betterment of people's lives, you should get rewarded as well. Okay. Matthew Lacrosse has 2 jobs, both director and supervisor. And Mimi Fan is operations, but Jenny Hobbs has the same picture as Mimi Fan.
Well, no, Johnny Smith, Matthew Lacrosse and Johnny Smith. Yeah, exactly.
I don't trust him.
I don't understand this at all. Again, for people who are trying to do something good, I'm all supportive of it, but everything we just read tells me nothing. Nothing about what you're doing.
FAQ and about links take you to the same website. The same page. Oh man.
Oh boy.
Yikes.
Wait, so if you go to the blog, it says, we write cool stuff about even cooler topics. Learn, explore, and grow with us, because the more we learn, the better we can do.
Wow. What? And it looks like they use AI imaging for their
100%.
thumbnails.
My guess is they use AI to write these articles. I bet this is a ChatGPT article.
Oh my gosh. Well, anyway, this episode brought to you by iRocket.
Jesus Christ. I don't know what to say about this.
Yeah, it's something special, man.
This is something special.
Anyway, that was
here we go. Sorry.
No,
last thing. If we go to services, the services page, explore the moon with our personalized services. Get a proposal. Discover how we can scale your business to new heights through our strategic services below. Fintech, software, B2B, blockchain.
Yep.
Social media, community management, influencer marketing, blockchain development, lead generation, email marketing, video marketing, paid social branding. So are they themselves an SEO?
Wait. As you go down, you see branding, paid social, video marketing. They double up.
Oh no, they do.
There's a lot of doubling up happening on this website. A lot of doubling up happening here.
Ready to launch your own growth journey now? Become an iRocket partner, leapfrog your competition. But first, let's get to know you a little.
Yeah. It's
man, again, I feel so when we find these kind of things, I want to say off the bat we don't want to shit on things, but like I don't even think we're shitting on it. This is just so unbelievably confusing about what this is. Like, talk about a website and a job posting that just uses nothing but buzzwords.
Justin,
what'd you find?
They're currently there's a job opening for chief executive officer at iRocket. It's currently an opening. It was posted 2 weeks ago.
Come lead us.
Huh.
Where do you see that?
I went to careers.
Where's careers? I didn't even see that.
Upper right-hand corner, I think. And this is absolutely the place because I'm confirming that because I just got a snippet of this, but the message from the founders, it's at iRocket, we're not just building a company, we're pioneering a transformative journey. So yes, this is 100% the place.
Why join us?
Oh, boy.
Chief Collaboration Officer.
Yikes. So what do you need? Okay, so first thing you need if you're going to be the
should we apply to these right now on the
you need a bachelor's degree, but an MBA is preferred, all right?
Ooh, San Diego.
Yeah. You need strong leadership and organizational skills. You need to have demonstrated ability to develop and implement successful strategic plans, deep understanding of financial management principles, and excellent interpersonal and public speaking skills. I feel like these requirements fit most jobs that exist out there.
Yep.
Wow. Okay. Well, that's interesting. They basically need everything. They need a head of content marketing, data privacy and compliance officer,
so
sales and marketing director.
They're just getting off the ground here.
Yeesh.
Well, here, I'll say this to iRocket. Good luck, guys.
Hey, content and education manager. Well, I wonder what, they need a chief operations officer, a chief legal officer, chief finance officer.
This is a boon. If you're looking for a job, come over to iRocket.
Don't know what you're going to be doing, but probably doubling up on a lot of stuff based on what I'm seeing here is a lot of things are duplicated.
Doesn't matter what you're doing, Doug. You're getting paid in equity, and this is the moon.
That's
Doug,
right,
the moon.
Baby. Yeah. Wow. Okay, well, that turned into way more than I wanted it to be. Curiosity got the better of us, but
looking for a CFO, a COO, a CLO, CEO. They've got their CCO though.
That's good. That's good. I'm assuming is their CHRO is probably what they're rebranding that as.
But they're EIEIO. Am I right?
You son of a bitch. You son of a bitch. You did it.
Well, all right.
Next topic. So,
I want that to be our smash cut to new topics moving forward. Hard stop. That is it. That's it. When the topic is done,
people
play
are going to
that.
get excited and then they're going to be disappointed is what's going to happen.
Are you stuck, stepsister?
Oh my God.
What are you doing, step bro?
There it is.
So,
I'm gonna come.
So I came across this thing that's been blowing up on, I don't know, I just saw a random quick video. This is a sport. It's new to me. Apparently it was first played in 1995, but this is the game called Jugger. And if you're not familiar with Jugger, it's time to get caught the fuck up.
Mm-hmm.
You got to figure out what's going on. So I think the easiest way to do this is I'm going to play you a video without the sound. But if you're watching this, you're going to be able to see this. Now, it's 45 seconds. It's called Jugger in 45 seconds. I'm going to try and describe to you, to the listeners, what's going on here. So this is a 5v5. You've got 5 people. 4 of people on each team each have weapons. Some have like great swords. Some have sword and shield. One person has like a ball and chain. And then there's one person on each team that's known as the runner who tries to carry the ball to the other team's basket. So what happens is people will line up with each other. They'll try to hit each other. And if they hit the person is then out for a certain number of seconds. So if you're really good, you're just like, hi-ya, you touch people, you hit them. And the objective is to get the person, the runner with the ball in to the other team's bucket. And then you score, and then, the team that loses then has to execute one person on their team, the weakest link, ideally, so that you're at a disadvantage from that point on, but, rules are rules. You know what I'm saying?
Look, you play the game, you play by the rules.
That's right. So I saw just like an amazing, it was like a 10-second clip of this person who had like the ball and chain, who swung it at this girl. She did some like this. You would have thought this was some NFL fucking receiver dodging some defensive back. She just like does like a spin, blocks it with their shield, like on the back end.
Yeah.
And then turns around to jump, and the guy swings again. She jumps over it. And then like, this is like some fucking, Clash of the Titans shit. I was saying.
Where did you see this on? Like TikTok?
It was on TikTok, just like a quick thing, and I was like,
yeah,
what the fuck am I watching right now? Because this looks dope, because they're dressed up in like rugby, or soccer, uniforms. I'm like, what is this? What is this?
It's like soccer or rugby meets LARPing meets capture the flag. It's the weirdest amalgamation of sport that I think I've seen. And I watched a couple of, when you brought this to my attention, I watched a few videos of like different methods of playing and different tactics, and then like best of clips. These people go hard.
Yeah.
They're throwing they are putting their bodies on the line. For a sport that I've never heard of, all of these clips, these people are launching themselves in the air. Blatant disregard for their own safety. Just swinging these fucking pool noodles around at each other. It's fucking awesome.
Yeah, it looks super legit.
Yeah.
Like I've watched people play Quidditch, and I'm like, what are we doing, gang? Like, what are we doing? Like, this is absurd. We're holding on brooms between our legs. We're pretending that we're flying, and a human is pretending to be the snitch that's hiding somewhere, and people are trying to catch it. Like, what the fuck are we doing? Like,
seems like good fun.
We're like, we want to believe that it's real. Yay! And this is like, hey, there was some fucking movie called The Salute of the Jugger, released as The Blood of Heroes in the U.S. in 1989, and people were like, I like this. Based on this movie, we should make a fucking game out of this. And I'm mad that I'm just now finding out about it, because if this was going on in college, while I was in college, I'd be like, fucking sign me up, man. I'm in. I want to try and whack people with a pool noodle.
You remember those the people outside of my old building?
Yes.
And they would always do the LARPing. I want so bad to introduce them to this, because I feel like they could up their tournaments that they were having in Grant Park if they were to just implement these rules.
Well, the thing is,
it's incredible.
They've already got a set of skills that they can apply immediately to this game.
Absolutely.
And from what I can tell, again, we're getting seeing clips. People seem to be like, I got hit, and they go down. Like, they're not assholes about it. They're just like, no, obviously there's refs and stuff like that, but they're like, it's cool. I'm good. Like,
you don't want to get blacklisted in the Jugger community, though. That's the thing.
Dude, I mean, that's the thing.
Last place.
This isn't big leagues yet. So if you get blacklisted now, you just can't go find a good competition, a good skill level. I mean, you just can't go to the park and be like, who wants to play Jugger? People are going to be like, what'd you just say to me?
Right.
And that's how you get knifed,
It's facts.
Yeah.
That's how you end up working at iRocket.
In Missouri, they're just like, what'd you say? What'd you call me? Like, did you call me a cricker? I'm like, no, Jugger.
No, Jugger.
He just called me a cricker. And they're like, they get out all their... It's funny, they have the same medieval weapons, but they're real. They get out a ball and chain, and they're like, he called me a cricker! And they just go after him, So, get in the truck, Danny!
Place.
We're riding him down! For some reason, they have a truck, but they still have old medieval weapons for whatever reason,
No, that tracks. That 100% tracks, yeah.
Yeah!
Just banging the mace on the back. Yeah, get him!
Yeah! Spike Club! Yeah, baby, get him with the flail!
Spiky Ball Club!
But they know all like the technical terms for it. Yeah. They're like, you gotta riposte! Riposte! Parry, then riposte! God damn it! Jimmy!
Damn, try it again!
Come on! We hunt deer like this. You do better with humans, all right?
I very much want to see this. It's got Vincent D'Onofrio in it. This movie.
No shit.
Rutger Hauer, who was was also in.
Oh yeah, I know Rutger Hauer.
Oh Christ.
Dark Knight. It was Batman.
Blade
Begins.
Runner is the one I was thinking of. Batman Begins, what you're thinking of? Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, like this is some serious. I'm absolutely going to go hunt this movie down. I really want to see this movie now. I also want to see if they have a Jugger league in Grand Rapids, because I would 100% go and try my hand at this sport. I will absolutely come back with something pulled and injured, but I will give this a shot.
I feel like okay, so let's break it down. What roles are there in this? And then, because I want to go through the rules and I want to figure out which one do you think you'd be best at and which one do you think you'd be the worst at.
All right, so Australian rules, there's 5 people on a team, 3 enforcers, 1 chain, and 1
We're not going to
quick.
go with the Aussie rules, are we?
Australian rules, Jugger is played with 2 teams of 5 Juggers.
What about,
That's all we got.
But there's like German rules, there's Australia rules, there's...
Or are we going to go...
Ireland, U.S. I'm just kidding.
Yeah. Well, no, but I mean, look, Doug, all we've got to go off of are the Australia rules. All right. So if you want positions, you're going to have to go with it.
Well, I guess based on the rules of the German Jugger community, it's just too close to Juggalos. It makes me feel uncomfortable. As published at jugger.org. I'm going to do it. I'm going to go to this website.
Right. The playing field, weapons, team consists of maximum of 8 players. But they don't go through them. The positions are only, it says Australian rules are played with these. So we're going to go with this. The quick is unarmed and the only player who can carry the skull. 2 quicks start outside the center circle, and when the game begins, they wrestle for the skull. The enforcers may not enter the circle until the skull or the whole body of one of the quicks leave the circle. So it's a little bit of sumo in this as well. A quick's hand and forearms are not considered a hit zone and may be used to block. Enforcers... they wield various classes of padded pumpkin. Historically, there can be only a maximum of 2 of the same class of weapon amongst the other enforcers, but this restriction has been lifted. They can pin each other by resting their weapon on the hit player at any time while the player is kneeling. Even with the paired shorts or Q-tip, the player can only pin one opponent. There's a chain position. They wield a ball and chain of plastic foam up to 320 centimeters long. And then that's it. Yeah. So there's enforcers, chain, and quicks.
So there's like 1 basically quick or runner.
Yep.
You've got 1 chain, and then you've got 3 enforcers, and they can have a variety of
right. So the chain
weapons.
is that's the long range weapon, right?
Yes.
You've got the enforcers who are kind of the heavies, and then the quick is the one who tries to score. Everyone protects the quick.
Mm-hmm. That's so interesting.
So I feel like I don't think that I am in my current status agile enough to be a quick. I definitely think I would be in, I feel like I'd be one of the enforcers.
Yeah. Now, would you be the chain?
I feel like I would be one of the enforcers. I feel like I would somehow end up choking myself out with the chain, and that would not be good for anyone.
It's wild because I've seen some footage of people with the chain, and you'd think they were in like fucking Shang-Chi with like the dagger on the chain sort of stuff. Like the shit they're doing. I'm like, oh my God. Like,
well, if I was studied in that, like then I would do the chain, because I bet you if you come and if you've had any sort of training in that sort of weaponry and you can pull out some actual moves with that shit, I bet you blow people out of the water.
Well, absolutely, because that to me seems like one of the more advanced weapons to use. But because if you know what you're doing, because I would just be like, and yeah, people are like, I know it's coming. But I see people do all sorts of shit where like they're swinging it, they'll put their arm up, which will then change the speed of it real quick, and then let their arm out, and then like they do all sorts of stuff to change up, hit people low, hit people high. It's really, really impressive. I'd probably go sword and board. That would probably be my thing. I'd probably go sword and shield to start with, so I could have something to block with. I'd roll and see if maybe I could try and, again, I don't know how the strategy goes, but I try to pair up with someone to try and block, if someone else has like a long weapon, a great sword, if you will. Although I am tall, that's the thing is, I'm tall. I feel like I'm a huge target, I don't know if that works to my advantage or disadvantage, because I guess with a great weapon, like a longer thing, I hopefully have a better reach.
You've got the better reach on them for sure, yeah.
But I feel like I'm a bigger target for like the chain, Yeah,
you would be much harder for you to dodge the chain, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Much
That's why
harder
I go
for you
shield,
to dodge.
Bam.
Yeah.
but I don't know. It'd be interesting. It'd be interesting to see how that works. I'm sure the beginner leagues are hilarious to watch.
Oh my God, absolutely.
But imagine like people actually have fucking plays and shit like that they run.
Oh yeah.
The diagrams where they're like, all right, here's what we're gonna do. All right, you're gonna go out, you're gonna draw the attack. All right, the goals we got. This is the top. This guy's number 3 ranked for chain. All right, so he's no slouch. All right, so we got to draw the aggro from him so that we can sort of distract him, and then Pete, you're gonna go around, you're gonna flank him, but at the same time, we're gonna do a pick and roll, right? Because we're gonna do that because they're gonna see this and they're going to react to that. And at the same time, Dan's going to run, with the skull. He's going to try and, and do the old zerp and flurp,
No, the old zerp and flurp. Yeah.
Yeah. The old zerp and flurp,
I think the hardest part to all that, even if you have these plays and these strategies like inked out on and memorized, it happens so fucking quick. It happens. So some of the cool videos that you'll see, if you look this up, is they slow them down and you see people dodging, just missing in slow motion. But if you watch it in real time, then it's just a quick flip of the wrist and you're like, oh wait, he got hit under the armpit. I didn't even see that happen. It's not as cinematic as one might imagine it to be. If I just, you and I watched those LARPers across the street when we were in Chicago.
Yeah.
In their minds, I'm sure it looked incredible, but a lot of them looked like they were just kind of like flailing their swords and their bow staffs in front of them. Exactly.
Yeah.
So I feel like it doesn't matter how much of a play you draw up. I just feel like it moves so quick. I feel like it'd be so hard to actually
even the video that I just played was 45 seconds, but it was slowed down. So you could see what was happening. Because, this is a lot like fencing, I believe, where like it just happens. You're like, okay, it's over. It's done, Because I guess once you get tapped, you're not necessarily out. I think it depends. It varies. But some people are like, if you get hit by, I think, just a regular foam weapon, by the noodle, you're down for 6 seconds. If you get hit by the chain, you're down for 13. So the chain does more damage than that. So technically speaking, if you're down for 6 seconds, you could come back and then, so it definitely needs to be a coordinated attack where you hit everyone as quickly as possible, because if it's staggered, those people can pop back in, which could be problematic to say the least. So
I do like that they allow for armor, but it doesn't appear to give you any sort of help.
It's probably just in case you get hit in the balls or something,
Yeah, that's it. It just says the aesthetic is a post-apocalyptic wasteland. Motorbike armor, car tire remnants, Mai Tai armor, piping, plastic webbing, and other materials can all be glued or bolted together. The only requirement is that there's no sharp edges that could possibly hurt the other players on impact.
Yeah.
And I'm like, all right, cool. So I think it's really if you want to play the role more so than anything else.
This is interesting because apparently in the U.S. there's a couple of different leagues. There's the Colorado Jugger League in Denver.
Okay.
That was formed in 2014. So check that out if you're in that area. The Competitive Underground Jugger League, pronounced Cudgel, is in the American Midwest. It doesn't really say where they're located. There's the Carolina Aggressive Jugger Association. So I don't see where they're based out of, but it's in Carolina. Then there's the United States Jugger League. Again, don't know. Then there's Jugger, Ohio.
That one is just guns, straight guns.
In Marietta, Ohio. So there's that one. And then there's the Red Dirt Jugger Club in Oklahoma City, Oklahoma, where apparently they play every weekend in the league, and they have like 7 teams of 6. Have been formed as of 2012 and been preparing for a league play. Citation needed.
Wow. That's
interesting. Oh, so it says hits and strike zones in the U.S. in Jugger, Ohio, and the Red Dirt Jugger Club. That just sounds so awful. When a player is hit by the other team's enforcers, they take a knee and are inactive for the count of 5 stones. Is that 1 stone, 2 stone, 3 stone, 4 stone, 5 stone?
I guess.
When a player is hit by the ball or the connecting chain, they take a knee and are inactive for a count of 8 stones. So really the play varies significantly, I feel like. Hits the hands, head, and groin do not count as a hit. And the groin and headshots incur an 8 stone penalty to the offending player. All else is legal hit, including feet, shins, legs, and arms. Interesting. Wow. That's so cool.
Well, here
That's
you
amazing.
go. Most games consist of 2 halves of 150 stones each, while tournament finale are.
Why are we calling them stones?
3/3
What
of
measurement of time is this? I thought stone was weight.
Historically kept by throwing stones against a gong. Now other methods such as drums or speakers are used. Stone beats are now 1.5 seconds apart, when previously they had been 2.5 seconds apart
Why
for
aren't they
matches
just
of
1
100
second?
stones per half.
No, what? Just make it one. Why is it 1.5
It's so
seconds?
confusing.
This is an imperial system through and through. Like,
It's so
we gotta make it more
confusing.
complicated than it has to be.
I
Why?
love it.
One
So
and
what
a
is it?
half.
So it's 150 stones per half. And if each stone is 1.5 seconds apart.
Do the math, Justin.
Is that right, though? Is that how I'm reading that? Most games consist of 2 halves of 150 stones each. At what point did they stop throwing stones against things to keep track of time?
It's almost 4 minutes a half. Almost. It's 3.75 minutes a half. It's like, why? They're like, it was 2.5. That was a bit too long. Let's bring it back down to 1.5. It's like, how about just 1 or 2? I don't know. Just 1 second. Why do you gotta do that? That's
This
insane.
is amazing. I love everything about this.
That infuriates me to no end. But it's interesting. I would love to see, because people are gonna be like, "Nuh-uh, you didn't hit me." Nuh-uh.
Yeah.
Are you familiar with airsoft at all?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
I've seen also some videos because people that play airsoft like take that very seriously.
Sure.
Like very seriously. If you're not familiar with airsoft, it's like almost like a version of paintball, but instead of paintball guns, it's basically like BBs. And people play, they'll put together like, matches. It's team versus team, indoors, outdoors, whatever. And people take that shit fucking seriously. They get up in their tactical gear with their airsoft specific guns. I watched this video of this guy who was like a sniper who had a fucking ghillie suit on. So he basically looked like the bushes, and he was filming himself behind enemy lines sniping people.
Jesus.
And it was unbelievable because he would shoot and then very quietly like reload because he couldn't make too much noise or movement. And then he'd just be like, and just hit people, and they're like, fuck, where is this guy? But then there would be people who would get hit, but they wouldn't leave. So he would just keep hitting them. And if they didn't do it, he'd start shooting them in the balls. Or he'd shoot them right between the eyes. Like he would aim specifically for their head, like, I fucking got you. Like, get out, and they wouldn't go.
I see you.
He'd aim right for their knuckles, like right where their hands are on their guns. Like he would just be like right in the balls. He'd be like, here we go. Pow! And they're like, oh fuck. He's like, I fucking got, but you can't stand up and be like, I got you, because he's hiding.
Because then you give your position away. Yeah.
Yeah. It was insane. But I watched that shit, and it kind of reminds me a little bit of this, because people would be like, hey, I got you. Like, no, no, you didn't. That's the only thing about this that would get really challenging, because if you think people get mad about calls in baseball, imagine being a ref for this and being like,
are you
did
kidding
you
me?
see it? Were you there? Look, line judges, everyone huddle up, huddle up. Did you see him hit him? Did you hit him with the chain? Did he get hit with the chain? I don't know, man. I don't know. He was in the air. I don't know. Did he get him in the shin? It's hard to say.
Was it a block? Was it a block?
Let's go to the instant replay. Let's see, because if it is in the groin area, it does not count. In fact, that would be an 8-stone penalty for the offender here, not the person getting hit. So
can we put 8 stones back on the clock, please?
We need 8 stones back on the clock. Like, oh, that's fucking bot challenge. He throws out a fucking dead cat, because that's the challenge. You throw a cat on the. We got a dead cat on the field. We got a dead cat.
That's the German rules. Those are the German rules.
So the Germans throw out strudel. Strudel's when, it's a real big day. If you get thrown at the strudel, you get banned. You're out for like 3 games if you get the strudel.
If you get the strudel. Not if you throw the strudel.
If you get the strudel, if the ref gives you the strudel.
So the strudel's not the challenge card. The strudel is what the ref gives you.
That's the equivalent of a red card.
Got it. Okay. So what's the...
like,
Go ahead.
So he's like, just imagine they're going through on the ESPN Germany, and they're like, oh, it's happened again. You know, Mikhail, he went out there, he couldn't handle it, and of course he gets the strudel. Oh my goodness, that's going to hurt his contract. He's not going to be able to play for the next 3 games. What's he going to do? I don't know.
That is going to hurt morale on the team.
He's such a troublemaker, but you know what? I find him so interesting. He's so good with the ball and the chain, but you know, he's such a troublemaker. They say he's a real problem off the field too. He's always just, you know, flaunting all the cool cars that he has, and he's just like going to the, you know, the Brauhaus.
Jugger's bad boy.
He goes to the Mouse House Cheese House whenever he wants, and it's just too much. He's a real troublemaker, that one, you know.
Needless to say, I think we need to start a Jugger. Yeah, I'm already in. I'm doing German.
Oh, you want to play Jugger? Okay, let's play some Jugger. Yes.
We need to do a Mind Gap League of this at the next Mind Gap in-person meetup.
Oh shit! All right,
this needs this.
Oh
we
my
need to
God.
play some rounds of Jugger.
Wow, that would be pretty fucking cool, man.
Yeah,
that would be really fucking dope. Like, all right,
I'm
everyone,
putting it out there.
Suit up. We're making our gear.
Mount up, motherfuckers.
We're doing it. Let's visit your local LARPers. Get your equipment. Let's do this. This is happening. Get a fucking skull, because that's gonna be the ball. When you go to Jugger.org, that's like the first thing you see is a picture of a skull, because they actually use the skull as the ball.
I'm nervous about going to Jugger.org.
It's just all in German, so don't worry about it.
Yeah.
They actually have their schedule for when they're playing.
Look at this.
It's crazy. Yeah.
Yes.
But they have rankings too, I think. Excuse me. I don't know what they're saying. The
24th German Championship.
Yeah.
Yeah. We've got something coming up. What is the 20 it's on the 16th. All right.
I mean, we got shit coming up on the 8th.
I'm going to click this. What are tickets? Hold on. There we go. University Sports Center. Hello, dear qualified teams. The German Championship will take place this year on September 16th and 17th.
Oh, did you translate this shit?
As usual in Oberach 1 on the grounds of USZ in heavenly Jena.
Oberach 1.
Google did it for me, Doug.
Thank you.
Yeah.
There will be a small celebration on Saturday evening for which some drinks and snacks will be provided. We look forward to seeing you. Ha 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 ha.
Unfortunately, I have to inform you that the lawn suffered a lot at the last friggin' championship, and there may be restrictions on footwear. We will inform you in good time about the status of things.
I love it. They have the rankings. 7 Sins is ranked number 1.
This is great.
Schurgen von Monasteria is number 2. Rigor Mortis, number 3. Prob Machine, Pink Pain, Munich Monks,
Pumpfenkechen,
Jugger Vienna, Habes,
oh man,
Beast Pirates, Black Knights, NLG, Flying Jugman.
Hey, the minimum age has been reduced from 16 to 14 years.
Oh sweet, let's go beat up on some kids, man.
Oh yeah.
Oh, did your
the
mom
Germans
drop you
know
off?
how to do it.
Did your mom drop you off? Eat shit, kid. Bam. Get fucked, you know?
And the kid just looks at him and goes, yeah, so did your mom. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, that's true.
bad.
She was on her way to work and she dropped me off.
It's so much better. You know, carpooling's so much better for the environment, you know?
For the environment, yeah.
She'll pick me up later when she gets off work. So I'll be here for quite a while so we can practice. Yes, get the skull. And I'll get the ball and chain. Yeah.
Do you have orange slices?
Orange slices are the best. So if you're not familiar with Jugger, I strongly suggest you go look it up and check it out because
I feel like this sport's going to overtake pickleball.
I don't know, man. Pickleball's going strong right now.
I'm going to put it out there. Yeah, but the thing is, now that Mind Gap has brought Jugger to the front of the collective mind, there's no way that pickleball survives another season.
Yeah.
Jugger's in, pickleball's out. Calling it right now.
In it to win it, baby.
In it to win it.
Yeah, that'd be really cool if this somehow took... Because I'm also just like, of course, I'm like, it's still in its infancy. It's like, what else can we add to this? You know what I mean? Like, how else can we make this interesting? You know?
Pickleball?
Not pickleball.
Oh.
Jugger.
Well, Jugger's been around since '95, man.
That's still pretty new. It's
but
still
in
pretty new.
comparison, pickleball's the hot new thing. So we gotta do something to make Jugger overtake pickleball.
That's what I'm saying. We got to invent shit, man. We got to come up with things.
We gotta invent shit. Okay.
Yeah.
What if so the quick has to start within a circle where the skull is. What if the entire playing field is set ablaze?
See, I was thinking something similar. You
With
know
the
how there's
perimeter.
like, in tennis, there's like, Wimbledon. There's the Australian Open. There's the U.S. Open. Each place has like different courts.
Sure.
And you have to, because like Wimbledon's grass. There's one that's like clay. There's U.S., which is like, fucking the street or whatever it is. I don't know what they play on. So it's like, what if you had like dedicated areas and they were known for having different like either types of playing fields, but also different obstacles that exist within it. Where you're like, oh, you got to go. It's like Mario Kart. You're like, oh, we're in Bowser's castle. Get ready for fucking fire.
Right.
Or we're in the ghost house. There's gonna be fucking ghosts around here. Get ready for sorts of tricks and things like that. That'd be fucking cool.
One of them, the audience just gets to throw dodgeballs.
Dude, there's one that's like on the ice. You gotta do it on the ice. You know?
See?
Thin ice.
Okay, now we're
thin ice.
Now we're yes.
Do it with skates.
Thin ice specifically.
Yeah. Do it with skates. It's like hockey, but way different.
Yeah, but no. See, but the thing is, when you're on the ice, it's bare feet, and when you're on the concrete, it's skates.
There. Now we're talking. We're talking. Right. That would be really interesting. There's just random, like, I would love just some random environmental hazards.
You got to do one with moon shoes on.
Or it's just in one place, the kind of like how they built the Seahawks Stadium in Seattle. It's like acoustically very off-putting in that like all the noise reverberates,
right.
So it's incredibly distracting. You're like, oh my God. One place, it's like you're in a room and there's a huntsman spider that's hiding there, and once like every minute the lights just shut off and you gotta go, man. And they let the huntsman spiders out, and you have to try and see what you're gonna do.
The ball has a huntsman spider inside of it, but it's uncorked, so the huntsman can come out.
The ball is the huntsman spider. You got to carry the huntsman spider and put
there
it in.
It is. We've done it. Yeah, that's the Australian rules.
We did it, baby.
Yeah.
Like there you go.
I'd like to stop talking about this now, Doug.
It's like you're like, I never was good at running, so I'm not playing that one.
You wanna turn me into a real good quick though?
Yeah.
Give me a huntsman spider. I'll make my way over to the goal real quick.
You're like, oh God. You're like, oh, if they hit you, you got to go back and start over. And you're like, you guys better fucking clear these guys out for me. Lickety fucking split, because I ain't going back, man.
You just see Justin pull some Matrix style shit. Just
he's just They're like, oh no, it looks like we rolled the roulette. It looks like it's time for a huntsman spider round.
You introduce a 20-sided die.
There we go.
That's what it is. And yep.
And what you do is you, as a collective, this is what's cool. You decide, like, there's all these possibilities of what it could be. As a team, you can say, I don't like these three. Another thing can be like, I don't like these three. So like they get some of them removed. So you have to decide, what don't you really want in there? And what do you like? What can you put up with?
Yes.
And you can also vote for like three that you want, and the rest are like randomized. And then what happens is like, all right, it's time to roll the 20 after the half, after 150 stone. It's time to roll the dice to see what is happening now. Banana peels.
I'm not gonna lie, fully into this sports idea. This
blindfolded.
Dude, yes.
You gotta go blindfolded, You get to real quick take a look. It's like blindfolds, go. If you hit your teammates, it's double. It's double the time down, double the stone down. If you hit your teammates,
double the stone down.
Yes, double the stone down. Or it could be something like that. It's like rocket launchers only sort of situation where it's like, you have modifications to the rounds.
Everyone gets a chain.
Everyone gets a chain, and if you hit someone else. Like it's like double. Like no matter who you hit, it's like double. So if you hit your teammate,
Not gonna lie, I'm liking these amendments to this. I'm liking these a lot.
Obviously, some of them are really silly, but also I'm like, it would be really cool to kind of add that stuff in there. Now, granted, that could just be like, I don't know, fun stuff. Like for the true league, you got to probably go straight vanilla with how it goes. But there should be that'd be some cool elements where it's like, how can we jazz this up a little bit to add some unique aspects to it, which could be very, very interesting.
It could be wild, and some of them could be very practical additions.
Yeah. Slapping only, slaps only.
Melee, yeah.
Melee,
exactly.
melee only. It just turns into fucking a brawl. These people are out there like that. They're just like, just slapping each other. Kicks only, just no arms, feet only, just.
Oh my God, I love that.
Oh, you got to put the weapon in your mouth. You got to bear crawl around. It's like,
Jesus Christ.
Hey, Jugger community, get after us. We got some ideas. Let us be your marketing guys.
Yeah,
because that's what we're known for. Marketing.
What's the? I just closed the thing. I was going to specifically call out the Ohio. What is it again?
The Ohio Juggers.
Oh my God! What was the one that you didn't like what they were called?
Oh, the
Carolina Aggressive Jugger Association.
The Red Dirt Jugger Club.
The Red Dirt Jugger Club. Yeah, there it is. Yep. Hey, Red Dirt Jugger Club, get at us.
Yeah, because honestly, here's what we can bring to the table. We're not just building a sport; we're pioneering a transformative journey within the realm of sport. All right, and as we prepare for this launching phase, we're here as visionary leaders ready to co-create this exhilarating future, okay? And our leadership roles, primarily equity-based, would underscore an unwavering belief in collective growth and shared success of Jugger. So take a deep dive into our manifesto. We'll send you the correct one. And let that be a blueprint for our ethos and our audacious path we're forging ahead. Not just for us, but for you.
You got the questions, we got the answers. All you do is ask. Practical, 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 practical. Ask Practical Doug.
I want so badly for someone in the Jugger community to hear this and actually get reached out to and say, all right, boys, what do you got? I would love nothing more than to become the marketing.
Not only that, if you are a part of the Jugger community, reach out to us. I want to know more. Tell me more.
We will have you and your whole team on to discuss what it's like playing Jugger. Let's go.
I want to know more.
We're in for
fucking
Jugger.
Awesome. Yes, we're all in. 100%, baby.
All right. If you've never been here for Ask Practical Doug, welcome to our segment, Ask Practical Doug. Practical Doug is a little Doug inside Big Doug, and he guides Doug through all of life's journeys and through all of the questions that plague him in day-to-day life. If you want to ask Practical Doug a question, you can on all social medias at MindGap Podcast, hashtag Ask Practical Doug, or you can join our Discord community. There's a channel on there, Ask Practical Doug. Tons of people asking questions all the time, but we got to keep going back to the M of the asshole. This subreddit is just it just keeps on giving. So this week's Ask Practical Doug is from Left Spare 7564. And Left Spare 7564 asks, am I the asshole for not paying for a maid for my wife? My wife and I divide all expenses based on income. I pay 80%, she pays 20%. Weird brag, bro. And divide all the house chores based on working hours. I do all the chores 3 days a week, and she does all the chores 4 days a week. I recently decided to get a maid to do all the chores on my 3 days. I pay her from my own fun money. My wife is pissed that she does all the chores 4 days a week and I do nothing. I told her that she can get a maid for her 4 days and pay her from her own fun money, but she thinks this is unfair and we should divide the maid expenses 80-20 just like other expenses. I think this is very unfair and I told her so. I then asked her what does she bring to the table if I'm paying for almost everything. She thinks I'm an asshole and currently we are not talking. Doug, is left spare 75-64 an asshole?
100%.
Yeah, sounds like it.
This guy is 100% a cock. He's an absolute cock.
Yeah.
And let me tell you why.
Hit me.
Left spare 75-64 is a real shitty spouse. Because if you are in a partnership with somebody, which is what a marriage is, it's a partnership. You should not be petty enough to be like, I'm dividing. First of all, this guy spells divide wrong, so I already don't trust him. So that by there,
he did. I didn't even notice that.
Multiple times he spells divide wrong. He says, my wife and I divide all expenses based on income. I pay 80%. She pays 20%. So obviously right there, it's like a power move.
Yep.
I make more than you. So, we're dividing this stuff up. At some point, like, listen, if you're early on in your relationship and you're both kind of hurting for cash, split it up any way that you can. Split dinner, split whatever, do what you got to do. It's fine. But if you're married and you're like, I make 80% more than, I make 80%, you make 20%, that's 100%. And we're going to divide this stuff up accordingly. And then I'm going to do chores. If he makes more, how come he's not doing chores 4 days a week? Right? Instead of 3. He's taking the lesser amount of chores per week. Is it because she makes less? So therefore she needs to do.
They divide the chores based on working hours spelled wrong.
Of course.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah. Oof. Again, another really big thing. So apparently, he does more
he
working
works,
hours. So he has fucking everyone just pick a chore and do it.
That's the thing. I understand everyone is in different positions and everyone approaches this with a different philosophy. But I guess I don't understand. I think I don't personally understand the mine and yours thing. Once you're married, in my mind, it becomes ours. Like what you're making, what I'm making, it's ours. And we're existing together. We're all contributing in order to exist together and move forward in this world. I understand some people might want to do a yours and mine thing. I feel like this is the wrong way. This is an asshole way of going about it. This is a very persnickety, like kind of bitchy way of going about it.
This is too meticulous for it. It's too detailed to get into the weeds with this sort of stuff. And it's like a labor contract.
Well, this also opens you up. This opens you up for massive Jesus Christ.
Diarrhea.
Thank you. That's exactly what I was going for. It opens you up for massive bubble gut and poo-poo.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm completely blanked on the word I'm trying to use. Resentment. This is opening you up for massive amounts of resentment down the road.
Yeah. Well, so I don't like the way that they have this divided up. I think it's dumb because the way they're dividing up makes it seem like they're 18 years old and they just got married because
maybe they are.
That's all that they know. We don't have no idea how old they are.
Right.
But when he's like, I recently decided to get a maid to do all the chores on my 3 days. I'm like, you're having a maid come by 3 days a week?
Yeah.
What the fuck, man? Because it sounds like they do. It's from what he describes. And divide all the house chores based on my working hours. So they do all of the chores. Like he does all the chores 3 days a week. She does all the chores 4 days a week. Why are they coming to your house 3 days a week? If you're doing all the chores 3 days a week, I think you're making some bad financial decisions, sir. If that's the case.
Yeah.
And I pay her from my own fun money. So what that says to me is like, I have more disposable income, therefore I'm going to reap the benefits of it, and you can just eat all the dicks in the world, and you get to do them all by yourself. Why can't that be a shared expense between the both of you? Because you both live in the house, right? So why can't this be like a, hey, let's pool together from both of our fun monies, and purchase a maid that will come in, hopefully not 3 times a week, maybe once a week or whatever,
Well, I hate this question at the end. Then I then asked her, what does she bring to the table if I'm paying for almost everything? It's incredibly transactional. And
this is just a financial arrangement,
right?
Then,
yeah.
Like, if you don't bring in money, you don't have any value.
What about just joy from being in the relationship? It doesn't sound like that exists for you, man.
Hey, I have never made more than my wife in our relationship. So does that make me less of a partner?
Right.
Does it? Does it? Validate me. No, and I've the only thing I've ever felt bad about that is like I feel like I'm like I want to provide as much as you because I want to bring more, but also I cook all the time. That's what I do, and it's a partnership because at the end of the day, there's some chores I don't mind doing that Jill hates. So I'm like, give me those. And there's other ones that I hate doing that she doesn't mind doing. She takes those. We fucking go. There's some that we both hate doing and we will just alternate and we fucking work it out.
Some we both hate doing. That's why we had a kid.
Sometimes we both hate doing and we just let our house go to shit. It's just, it is what it is. No, it's just, that is a terrible way to view a relationship.
It really is.
Well, how much money do you make? Because also I would love to see that situation reversed. What if she did make more money than him?
Bingo.
Would he feel emasculated?
Right.
Would
he still have this? Would he be singing the same tune?
Yeah. Would he be upset if all of a sudden they were using their fun money and he was forced to not, he had to do it? Like, would he feel the same way? The fact that someone posted this is incredibly just shows lack of self-awareness.
It makes.
Can you believe this bitch? She just got so mad at me when I was like, what do you bring to the table?
It really makes me hope that this was posted just for it. Some people make up the post just for, to try to get the upvotes. I'm hoping that this was just made up because if this person exists, man, I feel, here's what I'll say to the wife: get out.
Right.
Cut your losses. Get out now. He's not in it for the right reasons.
Listen, this guy doesn't know how to spell divide, so I think you got a leg up on him. All right.
Right.
Because
or hours.
Yeah. Jesus Christ. This one's pretty cut and dry. This guy's an asshole.
It is decided. Asshole.
That's what I think of that guy.
There you go.
You piece of shit. All right, Justin, what do you have to recommend this week?
I'm going to recommend Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3. Came out a month or so ago, maybe more, on Disney Plus. Finally got to see it, and it was a wonderful wrap up of that trilogy. Wherever any of these characters go in the future, I feel like that was a solid 1, 2, 3. There's ups, there's downs, but all in all, I feel like it was a very balanced, solid 1, 2, 3. I enjoyed it. Definitely gave me the feels. But it was good. I think that's an example. It's one of those that while it ties into the larger MCU, the Guardians have always found a way to kind of go, we're related to you, but we're going to stand over here on our own a little bit. Yeah. And this one did it as well. I thought from the special effects to because we've talked about Doctor Strange and some of the other ones, Multiverse of Madness, the special effects are just, we're like, what happened? Did you guys, you got 80% of the way there and you said, good enough. This one felt like, again, it was a more of a fully realized film. So I would recommend checking it out. If you were a fan of the first two, go check out the third one now.
How about the actor that played the villain too? Wasn't he great?
Yes, I liked him.
He was just, I'm like, man, that guy is chewing this up in all the best ways. Like, he's just really into it, and I fucking love it. It was great. Yes. I loved him. So good.
I feel like I almost wish they would have done more. I feel like he could have been such a powerful villain that it was like they set him up and wasted him. Not wasted, but set him up and put him down all in the same film. But, that, again, if I'm nitpicking, that's it. But Doug, what do you got?
I just finished the live action version of One Piece on Netflix, and I didn't really know what to think going into this. I haven't watched the anime, which is insanely long.
Yeah.
So I was like, whatever. I think I know what it's about. I think it's about pirates. I was right. I almost shut it off
Really?
About 20 minutes into the first episode, I was like, what the fuck is this? I about shut it down. And I was like, all right, hang in there. Just hang in there. And then I rolled with it. It's what I like about it is the main character, Monkey D. Luffy, is such a positive character.
Okay.
He's just he's just like, I love my friends. He encourages, inspires people, even if they don't want him to. He's just like a cool guy. He's like, what's your dream? I'm going to help you follow your dream. And you're like, oh, this sounds like an MLM, guy who's like, trying to sell you on
Sounds like
multi-level marketing
iRocket.
shit.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like, oh, what are you doing? But he's just so positive, and you see like the impact he has on people's lives. I'm like, I fucking love this guy. Now, I will say this. The action, it feels weird watching it. I don't know if it's the editing or what, but it's like, I give it a lot of leeway because I'm like, they're trying to take an anime and make it live action. Should they have done it? I don't know. I have no reference for the source material, but I found myself, it's only 8 episodes. I found myself just really enjoying it. I just, again, I was trying to take that next level of like, am I enjoying this? Yes. Cool. Then let's just roll with it. Yeah. Let's feel what we're feeling. And it was pretty cool. I have no idea how they're going to keep, I have no idea what arcs they followed, because I know there's some filler in the original source material. I have no idea if they're planning on going on as long, because I don't think the anime is done yet. Like, it's been going on for so long. I don't know if it is or not, but I'm like, are they going to, what's their dream here? What are they going to do? How are they going to follow this? Because this shit is, this is a really long show. But overall, I thought it was kind of fun. I would absolutely recommend it. It's 8 episodes. It's not a huge commitment. Just know there's some weird shit in here. All right.
I'm just looking at some weird stills. Shit that happens. I'm like, okay.
Yeah. There's like a weird power that Monkey has. And when he shows that power, I about shut off the show because I'm like, what the fuck is happening? I was like, what the fuck is this? And I was like, hold on, give him a chance to explain. And once they explained it, I'm like, all right, that makes it a little better. It's still off-putting, but I'm glad. Okay, it is what it is. So with all of that in mind, the caveats of like, again, just this is an anime that they're converting into live action. There's always going to be trouble trying to make that happen. And the action felt a little weird at times, but I enjoyed the story. It was fun. It made me feel stuff. And I'd say check it out. It's on Netflix now. So we'll see if they make any more. I don't know. We'll see. It was fun though. So gang, thank you for checking us out this week. I appreciate you. Justin appreciates you. Do us all a favor. Head over to youtube.com/mindgappodcast. Like, subscribe if you haven't already. If you have, you're the fucking best. If you haven't, please do that. It helps us out a lot. Also, hit the comments. Comment something. What's something that you liked about this episode? Do you want to be a Jugger? Do you want to be a Juggernaut? What do you think about the iRocket? Do you want to apply for them? Do you want to be their CEO? What did you think about that Am I the Asshole? Are they the asshole? Let us know in the comments. Let us know. Just drop something in there. It helps us out so much. We would really, really appreciate that. And, check the link in the description for our Discord, for our merch, for our Patreon. All of it's down there. Check that out. And do us a solid. If you see something that you like, if you see one of our clips, if you see this episode, do us a solid. Share it out there with folks. Really, really get it out there. It means the world to us. It helps get our content out there. And especially, I love interacting with people. I posted one of our shorts on TikTok about me being lawful good. And people on TikTok were like, yeah, man, I hear you. I can't be a villain in these games. And like I was having a wonderful conversation with folks over there. It was absolutely wonderful. So do us a solid, interact with that stuff, share it around. It means the world to us. It helps us grow. And we appreciate you. That being said, follow Justin online as well.
On Instagram at Justin_Michael, spelled Mikel. It's the fun way of spelling it. While you're in the online realm, any place where you can find and consume quality podcasts, you can find and consume us, and we would love it if you went over there as well as YouTube and, did all the things. Share, subscribe, rate, review, all those things. Then 2east8th.com and 2east8th on all social media and loveandimprovfilm.com, Love and Improv Film on Instagram.
You done heard it here, ladies and gentlemen. Woo-ha.
Hoorah!
Wow. I thought that was a soundbite. That was great. That was perfect. That was right out your mouth hole.
Thank you.
Woo! All right, gang. Well, thanks so much for tuning in. And with that, I'll say, Justin, thank you.
Douglas, thank you.
Listeners, viewers, thank you. And you all have a dandy fucking week.